We're talking about 8 essential foods that could become harder to find, more expensive, or even disappear from shelves altogether. We've all seen those empty grocery store aisles in recent years, and it's a stark reminder that our food supply chain isn't as invincible as we might think. From unpredictable weather events to global trade disruptions, there are a lot of factors that can impact what ends up on our plates. That's why it's crucial to be prepared and have a plan. In this video, we'll break down which foods are most at risk, why they're vulnerable, and how you can stock up strategically without breaking the bank. We'll also look at smart storage solutions to keep your pantry stocked and your food fresh for the long term. Remember, being prepared isn't about panicking. It's about being proactive and taking control of your family's well-being. First up, let's talk about rice. It's a staple for billions of people around the world, and it's a cornerstone of a budget-friendly diet. But recent data paints a concerning picture. We're seeing unpredictable weather patterns impacting rice-producing regions, from droughts in some areas to excessive rainfall in others. This directly affects crop yields and can lead to price hikes. On top of that, labor shortages during crucial harvest seasons are adding to the strain. And let's not forget about the rising costs of fertilizers, which are essential for rice cultivation. All these factors combined are putting pressure on the global rice supply. So, what does this mean for you? It means stocking up on different varieties of rice now, while they're still readily available, is a smart move. Whether it's long grain, short grain, brown rice, or wild rice, having a diverse supply on hand can help you weather any potential shortages. Now, when choosing your rice, consider what you and your family enjoy eating. Do you prefer the fluffy texture of basmati rice or the nutty flavor of brown rice? Variety is key, both for taste and nutritional value. When it comes to storage, airtight containers are your best friend. They keep moisture, pests, and light out, preserving the quality of your rice for much longer. Store these containers in a cool, dry place like your pantry or a dedicated storage shelf. Remember, rice has a long shelf life, but it's not infinite. White rice can last for years if stored properly, while brown rice, due to its higher oil content, has a shorter shelf life of around 6 to 12 months. By taking these simple steps, you can ensure you always have a supply of this essential grain on hand, no matter what's happening with global markets. Next up is another pantry staple that's facing some serious challenges: premium wheat flour. You know, the good stuff we use for baking bread, pastries, and all those delicious treats. Now, you might have heard whispers about wheat shortages in the news, and unfortunately, it's not just hype. Major wheat-producing regions like North America, parts of Eastern Europe, and Australia have been grappling with fluctuating harvest yields. This is partly due to, you guessed it, unpredictable weather patterns. Droughts, floods, and extreme temperatures are wreaking havoc on wheat crops, making it harder for farmers to keep up with demand. And just like with rice, rising fertilizer costs are adding another layer of complexity to the equation. Fertilizers are essential for healthy wheat growth, but their skyrocketing prices are putting a strain on farmers' budgets, which ultimately impacts supply and prices for consumers. What's so special about premium wheat flour? It all comes down to protein content. Higher protein means better gluten development. Gluten gives bread its structure and rise. Without it, loaves can be dense and flat. Premium flours often disappear first when supplies tighten. Demand remains high among baking enthusiasts. Stock up on premium flour to avoid frustration. Ensure you can keep baking delicious goodies. All right, let's talk about legumes. We're talking lentils, chickpeas, black beans, kidney beans, the protein powerhouses of the pantry. These guys are packed with protein, fiber, and they last forever. Seriously, you can buy a big bag of lentils today, throw them in the back of your pantry, and they'll be good to go for like 2 years. And the best part is, legumes are crazy affordable. I'm talking like a fraction of the cost of meat per serving. So if you're looking to save money on groceries or just want to be prepared for anything, stocking up on legumes is a no-brainer. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Graham, I've tried cooking with legumes before and it's a pain. Trust me, I get it. But here's the thing. You can buy them pre-cooked in cans or even frozen. Just heat them up and you're good to go. No excuses, guys. Legumes are an essential part of any well-stocked pantry. Legumes are incredibly versatile. Use them in soups, stews, hummus, or tacos. You don't need to be a gourmet chef. Tons of easy recipes are online. Buy in bulk to save money. Check out Costco or Amazon. Legumes are affordable and nutritious. Now let's talk about canned goods, specifically canned vegetables and fruits. Fresh is always better, but it can go bad quickly. And let's not forget about those price hikes. Canned goods are like the superheroes of the pantry. They have a long shelf life and are budget-friendly. Look for low-sodium or no-salt-added options. A variety in your pantry can be a lifesaver. When stocking up on canned goods, keep a few things in mind. Don't buy every can you see. Focus on what you eat regularly. Check expiration dates and rotate your stock. Look for sales and buy in bulk to save money. Canned goods are the unsung heroes of the pantry. They save you time, money, and stress in the kitchen. All right, we've covered the heavy hitters, the staples of a well-stocked pantry. But here's the thing. Having all those ingredients is great, but without spices and seasonings, your meals are going to taste, well, bland. Think about it, spices are like the magic dust of the culinary world. They have the power to transform a simple dish into something flavorful and exciting. And the best part? They're relatively inexpensive and last a long time. Now, I'm not saying you need to go out and buy every spice under the sun. Start with the basics. Garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, cumin, chili powder, oregano, basil. These are your workhorses. They're versatile and can be used in countless dishes. Once you've got the basics down, you can start experimenting with other flavors. Maybe try some smoked paprika for a deeper, smokier flavor, or some cayenne pepper for a little kick. The possibilities are endless. Here's the thing about spices. They can lose their potency over time. So while it's tempting to buy those giant bulk containers, it's actually better to buy smaller quantities more frequently. That way, you're always using fresh, flavorful spices. And here's a pro tip: store your spices in a cool, dark place. Heat and light can degrade their flavor, so keep them away from the stovetop and out of direct sunlight. A drawer or cabinet is a perfect spot. Now let's talk about salt and pepper. These are the unsung heroes of the spice rack. I know they seem basic, but trust me, a good quality sea salt and freshly ground black pepper can make all the difference in your cooking. Remember, guys, cooking isn't just about sustenance. It's about enjoying your food, and spices are the key to unlocking a world of flavor. So don't be afraid to experiment, try new things, and find what you like. All right, let's talk about dairy. We all know milk, yogurt, cheese, these are staples. But they're also perishable. When the supply chain gets shaky, you start seeing empty shelves in the dairy aisle and prices going through the roof. This is where thinking long-term comes in. It's not about giving up what you love, it's about finding smart alternatives. Remember those powdered milk options we talked about earlier? Those become lifesavers when fresh milk is scarce. And it's not just about milk. Think about things like canned coconut milk. Incredibly versatile, lasts forever, and adds a richness to both sweet and savory dishes. You can use it in curries, soups, smoothies, you name it. The key takeaway here is adaptability. Don't limit yourself to fresh dairy. Explore those shelf-stable options, experiment a bit in the kitchen, and you'll be surprised at how easily you can build up your pantry with delicious and long-lasting alternatives. Now, some of you might be thinking, Graham, I'm plant-based, what about me? Don't worry, I've got you covered. The plant-based milk alternatives are also fantastic options for long-term storage. Think about those shelf-stable cartons of almond milk, soy milk, oat milk. They last for months unopened, and they're perfect for your cereal, coffee, or just drinking straight up. Look for the ones in Tetra packs. They tend to have a longer shelf life. And don't forget about powdered versions of these plant-based milks. Just like with the powdered dairy milk, these are incredibly shelf-stable, and you can mix them up whenever you need them. Super convenient, and they take up way less space in your pantry. Remember, prepping your pantry isn't about deprivation. It's about being smart and resourceful. It's about ensuring you have options available, no matter what life throws your way. So stock up on those shelf-stable dairy alternatives, explore the variety out there, and you'll be good to go. All right, let's talk about dried nuts and seeds. We're talking almonds, walnuts, pistachios, chia seeds, flax seeds. These are your best friends when it comes to long-lasting, nutrient-dense food. They're packed with protein, healthy fats, fiber, you name it. Think of them as little energy bombs, perfect for snacking or adding a nutritional punch to your meals. And the best part? They last forever. Well, not literally forever, but you get the idea. They have a super long shelf life, which is exactly what we're looking for. Now let's not forget about nut butters. Peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter. These are like gold in a jar. Spread them on toast, add them to smoothies, or just eat them straight from the jar. No judgment here. The point is, having a variety of nuts, seeds, and their butters on hand is a smart move. They're versatile, nutritious, and can really make a difference when other food options are scarce or prices are through the roof. Now let's talk shelf life. Stored properly in airtight containers, away from heat and direct sunlight, nuts and seeds can last for several months, sometimes even a year or more. That's peace of mind right there. And here's a pro tip to keep your nut butters fresh and prevent separation: store them upside down. Trust me, this simple trick works wonders. But remember, we're talking about stocking up here. Don't buy more than you can realistically consume before they go bad. Start small, see what you actually use, and gradually build your stash over time. Remember, prepping your pantry isn't about hoarding, it's about being prepared. It's about having essential, nutritious foods on hand so you're not caught off guard when unexpected situations arise. Now, this next category is all about convenience and long-term storage. I'm talking about dehydrated meals and ready-to-cook foods. And no, I'm not just talking about those instant ramen noodles you survived on in college. Think freeze-dried meals, pre-cooked pouches of rice or quinoa, instant soups, and even dehydrated fruits and vegetables. These options have come a long way in recent years, with brands offering gourmet flavors and organic ingredients. The beauty of these meals is their long shelf life. We're talking months, sometimes even years, depending on the product. This makes them ideal for emergency situations, unexpected disruptions, or even just those nights when you're too tired to cook. Plus, they're incredibly convenient. Just add water, heat, and you've got yourself a hot meal in minutes. No need for extensive cooking or complicated recipes. It's all about simplicity and efficiency. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Graham, these meals can get pricey. And you're right, they can be more expensive than cooking from scratch. But remember, we're talking about preparedness here. Think of it as an investment in your future peace of mind. Having a few weeks' worth of these meals on hand can be a lifesaver in a pinch. Plus, many brands offer bulk discounts so you can save money by buying in larger quantities. And here's a pro tip. Don't forget about those single-serving instant oatmeal packets, protein bars, and trail mixes. These are great for quick breakfasts or snacks on the go, and they have a long shelf life too. Remember, building a resilient pantry is about having a variety of options available to you. Don't be afraid to explore different brands, flavors, and meal options to find what works best for you and your family. There you have it, 8 essential food items to stock up on before they potentially disappear or become significantly more expensive. Remember, we're not talking about hoarding here, but rather being prepared and proactive. By securing these pantry staples now, you can stay ahead of potential shortages and price hikes. It's about having peace of mind knowing that you and your loved ones are prepared, no matter what life throws your way. Remember, proactive planning and smart storage can help you maintain a well-stocked pantry and protect your grocery budget. Stay informed about potential supply chain issues, keep an eye on prices, And don't be afraid to stock up when you find good deals. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay resilient. And as always, thanks for watching.